He's ready. Are you ready for some more football? Woo! Yes, we are again at the weekend of the divisional round. It is awesome. I cannot wait for some more football later this afternoon. It's going to be great. But first things first, happy Saturday, everybody. I hope everyone had a wonderful day yesterday. I actually certainly did myself. In fact, let's be honest, there's only 2 games today. I can definitely pad this off for a little while longer, can't I? Hey, it's my video. I can do whatever I want. Anyway, so last night was actually really awesome because, okay, so for I think this is maybe this is the second year that the city of Elmira is doing this, but they're doing something called Alive After 5. That is the name. That is the unambiguous title suggests. Is that around 5 o'clock every Friday, everyone gets together, listen to music, have some good food, eat, drink, be merry, all that good stuff. We all like that a lot. So last night, they actually wanted to kick that off this year, as well as, for that matter, kick off the entirety of the new year by having one at the Ill Eagle Tap House. Now, if that name sounds familiar to you, it should. Because on Halloween, I actually went to their Halloween party. And it was awesome. So, my original plan was, it's only for a couple hours. It's only from 5 to 9. I'll probably stick around for a little bit and, maybe go to Vincenzo's or Bernie Murray's or something for dinner. But, was I wrong? This was an awesome party. Full disclosure, I ended up staying till after 9. Yeah. I gotta make sure I get home by midnight or else my carriage will turn into a pumpkin, even though I walked to the illegal tap house from here. So there was so the music was really, let's start with the music. The music was good. It was a cover band, but a really good cover band. If I were, say that I were to get married, I would definitely consider, these people. They were pretty good. Honestly, if they were taking requests, I wonder if I ever do get married, my father's going to want to hear a version of Brown Eyed Girl. And I'm very confident that the band that was there last night was probably going to be able to do that. They didn't play the song, but, they probably would have if, I asked. Because they had quite a range of Uptown Funk. They had Respect. It was really good. Wide range of different singers of throughout the decades. So the music was good. The food was awesome. They had these tropical chicken kebabs with like peppers and pineapple and bits of white meat chicken. They were really awesome. They had boneless wings. They had little pulled pork. They had their specialty house pizza. It was only cheese and pepperoni, but I try to have as much pepperoni as I can because remember, folks, yesterday was Friday. Lent will be on the horizon soon, so get my meat fix in. There was a cheese plate with crackers, a vegetable plate with a vegetable plate had celery, carrots, broccoli, and cauliflower. I like everything that was not in one of those sort of boiler heater things that keeps food warm was on a bed of mixed greens. It was just a really nice touch. I like that. Oh, that reminds me. The kebabs are arranged they took at the very top of a pineapple with a little bit of the bottom of it, and they stuck the kebabs in there for a nice presentation, which was awesome. Love that. What else did they do? Well, eventually they got wings, regular wings. So hey, I got my wings in anyway. So it was pretty good. They had cookies and chocolate. That was really good too. They had these. Okay, so my favorite cookies they had there, no kidding. They were imagine a cookie that looks like an empanada, only it's more like a sugar cookie, And instead of like the traditional like meat or vegetable filling you would get in an empanada, it would be like jelly. Those were awesome. I love those. What else is there? Oh, actually, while I'm on the subject of what I had to eat, believe it or not, 30 years old, and I finally had, pause for effect, my very first wine tasting. Yes, I had my very first wine tasting. And, again, I don't really drink, but it was on my New Year's resolution to be a little more adventurous. And I like to think that by doing stuff like that, I'm sort of facilitating that need, if you will. So they started off with a nice Pinot Grigio. That's a white wine. And I actually learned this as well. If you're at a wine tasting, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to like build up from like white, then to like the rosés, and then to the reds, which makes sense. You can't have a red and then immediately go to a white because then you get rosé anyway. No, you don't do that. So yeah, it was really cool. They started with the Pinot Grigio that was from Tuscany. Again, I am in no way, shape, or form a sommelier, so my memory of the taste is most likely going to be off, but I'll try and recollect as best I can. The Pinot Grigio was like light and crisp, sort of a nice way to start off. It was very nice. The rosé was a little more fruit forward. That was really good. A little more fruit forward, but still very good. The first red wine, because there's 4 wines, like one white, one rosé, and 2 red. And the first red wine I had, it was weird. Like, even though it was very clear that in terms of body and like, how forward the fruit flavor was, as well as like the slight acidity of it, like for as heavy as it felt, it actually tasted rather light to me. But again, I'm in no way a sommelier, by any stretch of the imagination, but this was my experience and trying to share with you. And the second red wine had more like sort of like warm notes, like cinnamon, which actually I did notice made me feel a little bit warm inside. That was really cool. Yeah, so I had my first wine tasting. Outside of that though, all I had was like water. And you had to get water from either the bar or hope that there was water like at the place where you got food, because like the vendors were like, there was like beer. You had like, seriously, $2 for water. Are you serious? Forget that. I'll just grab a cup and go to the bathroom and fill it with tap water. There's my water. That works, right? I mean, what's the saying? It's water everywhere, so let's drink it. I don't know. So, yes, the food, awesome. Had my first wine tasting, also awesome. But the best part, you shouldn't really believe it or not, because of course this would be the best part, and that was the people. I actually ran into some old friends from years ago. I ran to one of my old high school wrestling coaches. Not one of the members of the 16 of the left, but maybe I should, of the right. 16 of the right, because right is coach's left or his teammates. Maybe I should make him one. Although that being said, he wasn't a head coach, and it wouldn't be 16, it would be 17. I'm gonna have to see how I fix that. I ran an old friend from high school who actually works over at the Hilltop Inn, where I actually ran to this morning for my morning workout. So yes, that was awesome. It was fantastic seeing you again. And no kidding, I actually ran into someone I've known since kindergarten. You're probably wondering who. Well, again, I never name names, but I'll put it this way. Throughout our time at St. Mary Mother, because that's where we went to elementary school, we actually shared a lot of things, including a birthday. Yes, his birthday was December 28th as well, which, being the nice guy that I am, of course, I wish him a happy birthday. it's not like his birthday is difficult to remember. If I remember my birthday, I can remember his. So, yeah. But, yeah, so it was fun catching up. It was really great. You got to talk to other people. Actually, one of the good people over at the illegal tap house. Actually, I should explain one thing. Illegal is spelled ILL, and then the word eagle is spelled like, the bird. EAGLE. I'm not going to finish that chant for you football fans of Philadelphia. Still should make the Cowboys go to the playoffs. Anyway, so actually one of the good people at the illegal tap house recognized me from when I went to the Halloween party as Ash Williams. It was weird though because he yells at me like, "Hey!" I'm like, "What did I do?" I'm like, maybe I'll smile and nod. Maybe everything will be fine. So I do like one of these. I mean, because again, he saw me and he yelled and waved at me, but I thought the way it sounded, I kind of thought I was in trouble. Like, what did I do? Again, that really is one of my biggest problems. I really do take things a little bit too seriously. So if I'm yelled at, even if it's in a very positive light, like this situation was, I kind of tend to get a little, not anxious, but I guess I'm anticipating something, I suppose, if that makes sense. But yes, it was great to see him. I just want to, before I make my football picks finally, I would like to say to the good people over at the illegal tap house, I had a wonderful time. You people know how to do it up. Keep doing it up. Keep doing what you do. You guys are awesome. I said I would go again, and I did. And have more of those parties, and you'll likely be seeing me. So, thank you very much to the wonderful people, wonderful good people at the illegal tap house. It was awesome. I had a wonderful time. To the good people who are in charge of Alive After 5, I can't wait to see what you guys do next. Hopefully it won't be, hopefully I won't crack my knuckles right here. Hopefully it won't be that long of a walk for me. From here to the illegal tap house was about maybe 10 minutes, but actually, funny enough, it was actually warmer last night in January than it was on Halloween, which is late October. So, that's pretty neat, huh? So anyway, now we get into what we've all been waiting for, my football picks. Let's see what we have today, shall we? So, let's see. Today's games are first the 49ers and the Vikings, and then tonight we have the Ravens and the Titans. Now, interesting thing about this weekend, both of the games today featured teams that were previously the 6th seed and now the 4th seed, and the 2 number 1 seeds. Yeah, that's actually really neat. I think they did it that way on purpose, but I know the lowest seed plays the highest seed, etc. But yeah. So, and believe it or not, both matchups have some historical significance. The year that Baltimore won their first Super Bowl, they beat the Titans in a very, very, very knockdown, drag-out fight against the Titans. And the same thing goes with the Vikings and the Niners. I think the Niners may have won the Super Bowl that year. It was the 1987 divisional round, so maybe. Yeah. So both games are really good. Who am I picking though? That's tough. Because on the one hand, the Vikings upsetting the Saints is actually a blessing in disguise for them. Because if they can win the Superdome, theoretically they can go to San Francisco, which isn't nearly as a hostile environment. The problem is, though, now that the Vikings won against the Saints, there's expectation going around. And a lot of people, admittedly including myself, really don't know if Kirk Cousins can sort of, handle that sort of expectation. Now, I actually like Kirk Cousins, so I do have faith in him. Plus, Jimmy Garoppolo has never played in a playoff game. I mean, he's won a couple Super Bowls as a backup, but this is quite the conundrum. Huh. You know what? I hope I'm wrong, but I think the 49ers are going to win. Admittedly, I hope I'm wrong. And Vikings fans, if I am wrong, I actually have something special for you all, if that's the case. So, here's the hope when I'm wrong. And then we have the Ravens and the Titans. Now, this is a similar sounding matchup to when my Cowboys had Dak and Zeke in their rookie years. They ran away with the number 1 seed, and then, darn Aaron Rodgers. I hate Aaron Rodgers. I'll get to that game tomorrow, though, don't worry. So, with the Titans just beating New England up in Foxborough, which is darn near impossible, this is a lot more close of a game than I realized. You know what? I hope I'm wrong for this one too, but I'm picking the Ravens. So yeah, I'm picking the Niners and the Ravens today, but man, I actually kind of hope I'm wrong. Actually, that really would be an interesting Super Bowl matchup if it's the Vikings and the Titans. The two teams that were the 6th seed make it all the way to the Super Bowl. That'd be really cool. I mean, the odds of that happening are a lot more slim than you think, but you never know. It's the playoffs. Anything could happen. Like, favorite, share, hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications on YouTube, follow me on social media platforms. I am very humble. I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy today. I'm hopefully you have a wonderful Saturday. Get ready to watch some football. I know I am. And remember, you guys know what Taco Channel is going to be here to lend a year. And I'll always have your back. Take care and make good choices. Man, making this video was awesome. I guess you could say it was so fun it would be considered illegal.